welcome to yet another attempt of me reacting to suggestions. Today, I experienced the worst trauma. I get exposed to the terrors of Australia. Yippee! Spiders. Anyway, enjoy! Gonna watch the Australian reacts, bunch of spiders. I'm gonna cry. I don't like spiders. I'm afraid. So, here we go. Oh my god.
Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel web, the deadliest spider on the planet. Because of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were?
Okay, I'm being brave, chat. I'm being brave. That spider is gross looking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go.
Gonna find it. These scary looking fuckers
Oh,
are
God.
highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes. And if you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. Now, why do I...
They what? So you're not even safe from, well, isn't it like super warm in Australia too? Bravecot, I like how it's like, oh, you have arachnophobia? You sweet summer child. Here's all the spiders that can hurt you. Great. Great. It's also one of the few spiders that are aggressive towards humans. Love Australia. I'm not crying. They bite into what? Apparently they can bite through leather. That's why you have to check your shoes. This is what I was saying, Chad. You have to check your shoes in Australia because spiders can be in there. Oh, hurt you, Australia? Who hurt you, Australia, for real?
I bring these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right, Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking...
A 2-inch spider? That's a... Wait, aren't there spiders that are bigger than that? Aren't there ones that are like the size of like your face? Taller than Cot? Nobody asked, Rob. Nobody asked.
I think it's a 2-inch fang.
A 2-inch... Oh, a 2-inch fang? The fangs are 2 inches? What the ham? It's like twice the size of your fan. What the ham?
me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge. By comparison, this is the new one. It's twice the fucking size, cunt. 4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what profession...
Wait, let me take a guess. Did they name it? Oh, what's a good name for a spider? Super... What if they just took the same name but made it, like, bigger? Like, taller, bigger spider. 2 inches of blood in my right leg. Not for spiders! No! So it's like, the silly little guy would be a banger name. If they name it something cutesy, like playful spider, I'm gonna make lose it. She's close? No. No, please say psych. No.
scientist named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet? The Newcastle Big Boy.
Newcastle Big Boy! Give it up, Chad. Please tell me the smaller spider's just the Newcastle. That's the Australian Gnar. Yeah, I picked it up from one of the funny shows that I was watching one time. Now it's fun to say. Look, he's such a big boy! Yippee! We have the Newcastle spider, and then we have the Newcastle Big Boy spider. Let's go! Sounds like the name of a burger. Would be a banger burger name. Australians. I am afraid of Australians. Australia, please. I don't know who hurt you, but it's not me. Please. Please, no.
Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe. Big Boy. Only
Big Boy.
in Australia.
Wait, crocodiles could be fluffy like that? Oh, platypus! Perry the platypus?
Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite understand just how fucking weird. See, everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit random.
They sweat milk? I'm sorry. What? No, the croc was photoshopped? I was gonna say. I was like, I've never seen a fluffy crocodile. Parody the platypus? I didn't know they sweat milk. Huh? Okay, platypus, I see you. I see you. I'm unfamiliar with your game. Okay.
On the spore creature creator and just called it a day. But you see, mate, that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not fucking with you, you heard me correctly. Male platypus actually have venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs are multi-purpose.
They're venomous? I thought they were just little guys. They could delete you with one little funky scratch? They sweat. Okay, so they don't have nibs, so they feed their young, they sweat. Is it all the time, or do they just like, or it's like feeding time, guys, let me go for a nice little jog. Well, it explains why Parry's one, no wonder vtubers never factor around too much. Exactly, like what? The littler the guy, the more likely to be venomous? What? Is everything in Australia just out to get people? I don't think we're the apex predator anymore. I'm just saying, I don't think we're the apex predator anymore, guys. I don't think we got this. The true form of toxic masculinity, only males have those. So the females sweat milk and the males can delete you with one funky little scratch. I want to see how hard I can sweat.
Acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands with other male platypus during mating season. And while their venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several months and have no treatment or anti-venom. So if Perry stabs your shit, your only option is to cry about it. Next on the list of offensive capabilities, I shit you not.
They don't have anything to counteract that? You just suffer for months? Scientists? Hello? I think that's kind of important. Probably. Nope. That's well, skill issue? That's what? Stuff with no anti-venom? No one thought like, hey, I'm gonna get like a Nobel Prize and come up with an anti-venom for platypus. What? Little nerve damage so pain meds don't work? Suffer for months all on my own. Are you sure a platypus didn't get you, Wisdom? Are you sure? You sure? This and the fact that Australia has a landmass, hasn't had any major resurfacing events for millions upon millions of years, means that nutrient levels in the soils are somewhat poor. Just don't be in this situation. Well, platypus don't like platypi? They wouldn't, they're not aggressive, right? So like if you just leave them alone, it should be fine. We've tried, it's not like most toxins. Are platypus scientists? And they just like found out a way to just be like, yeah, you thought I was scary before. Because they look like little like cuddly plushies. Like, what the ham? Venom is stronger than morphine? That's platypus. Platypi? I was kind of thinking like octopus. Like octopi? I don't know. Don't fag with them for starters. There's your anti-venom. I mean, yeah, you'd think like cute and cuddly, and then one little funky little scratch, and you're suffering for months. That's real cool. Thanks, platypus. Thanks. Very, very sugoi.
Platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush. Possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey. Meaning that when whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it. And last but not least, as if those things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They
glow in the dark? Okay, so they aren't, but they can attack out of the blue. So thank goodness they're not like triple the size and aggressive, because then we'd just be cooked. The entirety of Australia would just be cooked. They could sense muscle movement in water. Like, huh? Okay, track you via your heartbeat? That is insane. They glow in UV, they're rave animals. Platypus at night. Yeah, they like to attack hard, but they also like to party hard. Hiding won't work, they sense your heartbeat. Man, I walked into this, like, you know that meme where there's like the guy carrying the pizza boxes and he walks in to like, yippee, I got pizza and everything's on fire? That's kind of how I feel right now. I was like, oh, platypus are so cute, look at them, they're just funny little guys, and it's like, just kidding, psych. Their claws are venomous, they can sense your heartbeat from miles away, and they will attack you. Like, what? And they glow in the dark, Lamel. Platypus glowing all the way through the club. Man.
Glow. If you hit these things with a black light, they go bright fucking green. And the best part of that is, we have no clue why they do it. I mean, I guess it just means Perry was a biblically accurate platypus man. I'll give up, man. Who fucking designed this thing? Stepping on this rock could straight up paralyze you.
I know this one. Forgot the name, but I know this one. It's the most venomous fish. Stonefish? Maybe? Perhaps?
That's because this isn't actually a rock. That is a stonefish, a species of underwater menace native to Australia. And coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, it is also the most venomous fish in the ocean. Because of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why?
So, TLDR, not safe on land, not safe in water. We learned from platypus and the stonefish. You're just not safe. You're just not safe.
Why is this Pokemon reject such a threat to my mental health? We see stonefish use their special venom for defense. However, unlike most other animals that do this, this little f***er doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you. No. This bastard is a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran, having evolved some of the most impressive camouflage in the animal kingdom to make hunting easier. And once they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house.
That's terrifying. So not only are they the most venomous, but they blend in so well you don't even know it's a fish. Better just to never go outside. You're not even safe indoors. Spiders can get indoors. I wouldn't be surprised if, I don't know, platypus can knock on down the door at this point. That's camo 1,000, 100, like no joke. Yeah, look at it. Welcome back, Mom. Look at this thing. It looks like a rock. You can't see it at all. Yeah, especially if you're underwater wearing goggles and like sand is up. Yeah, snakes too. Australians, how do you do it? How do you survive? Spiders prefer indoors? Well, they better stop that. They better stop that real fast. As well, Australian people walk in the sky. Next, they're gonna tell us there's some kind of bird that's like venomous that attacks people and can lift people up in the sky. I'm waiting for it. We're not, Australians aren't safe anywhere. They're not safe anywhere. Wait to hear about snakes sometimes ending up in people's toilets. Oh my god. You're not even safe from pooping in peace. What the? Oh.
Now, this is a fairly major problem as they love to live in the shallows on the beach, and that venom we talked about earlier is stored in these 13 giant, highly toxic spines that deliver.
Notice how it's 13 spikes. Coincidence? I think not. What do you mean if you have a big boy at your home, it might protect your house from intruders? Yeah, from bug intruders. Well, not venomous, but they do have cassowary. Wait till she learns about swooping season. No. No, please say psych. Please say psych. Oh my gosh.
Venom when pressed on. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Considering it's hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention, if you were, say, on a romantic walk along the beach with one of the homies, and while distracted by his ethereal beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking, it would be very easy to place your foot in the wrong spot and step directly onto 13 high.
Wait. Based on this example, it's probably not, it could probably also pierce through like leather and stuff, right? Me and the homies on a romantic walk. Cause like, I was like, oh, just wear shoes. Easy peasy. That's how I know. Cause I know Tetra's encountered them before and I know they're dangerous. Swooping season, a thing with magpies, which are relatively small. So they can't lift a human, but they could definitely lift other people. Can pierce through work boots. So what are you supposed to just wear? Like You're just not safe. You can't even take a funky little walk down the beach. What the?
Hypodermic needles, which would then deliver
The color's pretty though, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very pretty shade of like blue and then purplish. Very pretty venom.
a ginormous dose of neurotoxin straight into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom? No. You see, these things maxed out the toxin skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your heart and lungs in under an hour. And even if you survive, the sting still causes extreme pain, swelling, and tissue necrosis. Because
What?
this is Australia, where even the scenery is trying to warn. Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
I'm dying.
This is the Gimpy plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under, and surprising no one, not only
Okay, pause for a second. We have spiders that are trying to delete you. We have fish trying to delete you. We have birds trying to delete you. We have plants trying to delete you. What's next? What's next? This just looks like a normal, like, ivy plant. This one is extra special. Buckle up, gamers. Here we go.
only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because yeah, no, of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting.
Wait, what? If touches plants relative, do not recommend if you want to keep your will to live. It's got like little clear hairs on it. Why is the leaf fuzzy? Here we go. Rock's trying to delete you. The air's trying to delete you. Glass needle plants are psycho. I wouldn't even see that. I can't see well. How would I see this?
To stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and cause absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times. And the fucked up part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful cunt of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are...
Purely for the love of the game. Oh my god, surely a little touching the plant won't hurt it. I'm afraid to look at the plant at this point. They love giving pain? That's actually crazy. They're like, oh yeah, there's no reason for me to do this, but check this out. Like, what? What? Why? What, you're gonna have a baseline for yourself pretty soon here? No. Why is Australia so scary? Give birth and imagine something even worse? I don't wanna touch the funky little leaf. Man, this is why we tell people not to touch grass, because when you just consider everything grass, see, nature's bad for you, chat. Don't touch plants, don't touch grass, don't get kicked by a bird, don't, just sit down and hope nothing hurts you. New soft goal, no!
Reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground. This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung. This is because those...
I'm sorry, years? Years? Do they not have like the platypus, the anti-venom thing? Years? Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine, chat. It's fine.
Thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
No! No, I was gonna say no way he used it to wipe it. No! 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 Oh my... Yeah, ow! Ow! Nope, worse? Oh no! Oh, how can it get... okay. Okay, how can it get worse? Okay.
But I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts. Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and
not the butt right to the nuts. I don't know, I feel like if it was internal, that would also kind of be bad. I thought it was like... Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's... How... 07 Australians. I don't know how you do it. It couldn't be me. I think those plants are the worst thing I've ever seen. It just looks like a normal plant. How do you tell? Most pain-sensitive area of the male anatomy with pain-inducing neurotoxin nightmare. I don't even have those parts, and I'm terrified. I don't even want to begin to imagine. I wouldn't even want to touch it with my hand. That's... Why are plants scary, chat? Oh.
Shocking absolutely no one. Yes, it can and will eat you. You see, keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the Salties stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size. You see, Salties are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 meters long with a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos.
Okay, I knew they were big. I didn't know they were that big. How? 19 feet? He's built like a beef Wellington. What the? Hello? I mean, I think they're cute, but again, they could be like a couple feet away from me, because they're also fast. So it's like 50. It's not 50 of me. Oh man, yeah. He's fast. Why is he fast? No.
6 meters long with a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos, which makes this murder lizard genuinely longer than my car. And the up part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth. You see, crocs...
Because why wouldn't something completely dangerous and fast enough to attack you and like take one of your limbs, and also like bigger than you, also be able to blend into their environment? Bigger than a car? Yeah, like you think of like 20 feet in your head and you're like, yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, it's bigger than a car. It could be heavier than a car too, right? And yeah, and they're stealthy, so like cool. And you don't see them underwater too, so you're trying to take just a funky little dip in water. Nope, not allowed. They can get you there too. Hello?
Ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty campers. You see, they've got 2 raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal. And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see, which makes it very easy to walk just a little too close and, yeah, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press that they call a mouth.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
That's right, just like any good camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of 3,700 psi of force through their jaws. To put that into context, your skull will crack at 1,100 psi, so a croc would pop your head like a watermelon. And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll, spitting its ton of body weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals.
Love that for them. So not only are they fast, they're big chunky boys built like a beef Wellington, but they could also crack your skull. You ain't wrong for the watermelon. This is great. This is great. I mean, you can easily see them once you're too close for it's no help. I have poor vision. I wouldn't even be able to see them. I'd be cooked. I'd literally be cooked.
But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65 million years. Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun. Rest in peace, you absolute legend.
Yeah, rest in peace. I still don't know how he had the kahunas to deal with that. Why fix what ain't broken? I was like, oh, 65, I was thinking like 6,500 years. No, 65 million. Cojones? My bad. Salute Irwin. He was a real one.
Legend. wasp is basically
Oh,
a
no.
xenomorph. Introducing the tarantula hawk wasp.
I know these guys too. Oh, I don't like these guys.
Possibly one of the most nightmare-inducing insects on the planet. And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley.
Yep. This is exactly what you said, Alan. Here we go, gamers.
His autobiography. But before we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because of course it fucking is, this fucker is the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches, which, I mean, boys, we would all agree, well above average, right? Huge. And this is probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been, because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet, coming in just barely behind the bullet ant.
The second most powerful? What? He's taking me to dinner. Well, too damn bad, chat. Too damn bad. Take it easy, Mark. Get a good night's sleep.
Pack and a half-inch stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, and electric. Now, the size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they don't just execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal.
That would be way too easy. I know what's happening, chat. I know what's next.
Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him, flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The Bug Harbour butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room, which is where the fucked up part.
They're literally like serial killers, but worse. Oh, yeah, no, it gets, buckle up.
Really begins, because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralyzed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae.
Yippee.
A very, very hungry larvae. Fortunately, there's a whole bunch of fresh fruit right here underneath them. That food being the still paralyzed, still very conscious and aware spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh. After it's done consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse like a fucking chest burster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation.
Isn't nature beautiful, Chad? You know, before when I was like, oh yeah, it can't get worse. Yeah, Australia just wants you to suffer. Man, suddenly I kind of lost my appetite. That's crazy. This crew once your bolognese seems wrong now. What a lovely story. I love how the tarantula is alive the whole time. I never thought I'd feel bad for a spider. I feel kind of bad. Imagine there was a time where bugs were very big. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't wanna. Wait for it. Oh no, there isn't more. Please say psych. We'll never figure out people have babies. I hope it's not this. No, it's okay. It's different with humans. It's only when you hold hands. It's very different. Very different. Convinced evolution was on an absolute bender while making these things. I feel like that's not even something you can make up on the fly. Like, what? I couldn't even think of this in my wildest dreams. Like, huh?
Anywho, good luck getting any sleep tonight. Gorilla can't beat 100 men in a fight. He gets jumped.
Take it easy, wisdom ball. Good night, sleep. Hand holding in this Christian stream. Well, I mean, would you rather that or would you the tarantula hawk thing? Wasp. Oh, God. Oh.
That begs the question, which animal does win? And the answer, stepping into the ring at 5 meters long and weighing in at a genuinely frightening 4,500.
You know, I know hippos have, like, tremendous jaw strength, but I don't know why in my mind I didn't think they're from Australia. Now I know. Mooding!
100 kilos, I present to you the hippopotamus.
Yippee!
Hey, look, a hippo causing a 100.
Oh, they aren't from Australia? No, they're from Africa? I was gonna say, I was like, ain't no way this is also Australia, because I was gonna scream. I was like, they get nothing there. You can't have anything in Australia. You can't. Stuff like this is why the British originally used Australia as the prison colony, why we need so many guards when the wildlife does the job. Yeah, how do you even know? Like, okay, he covers more than Australia. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, man, you can't have anything. To be honest, they'd fit in Australia, though. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
100 long line at the gates of heaven after a fight is honestly pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic PR work Moodang has done for the hippopotamus community, doesn't change the fact that Moto here is a sentient Ford F-150, the temperament of a fucking serial killer who can win this fight for one very specific reason. You can't fucking hurt it. Yeah. You say the hippopotamus is possibly the tank.
Hippopotamus built like a beef Wellington for real this time. Chibi Dohi, Moodang! I love that reaction.
Biggest land animal on the fucking planet, packing an unbelievably thick 2-inch hide. Now look, we all know 2 inches is a lot, especially in the sheets, but in the streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions trying to convert it into a family meal. Notice how the hippopotamus does not give a single fuck. If Mufasa and his extended family can't hurt it, neither can you.
Wait, can the funky little bugs pierce through it though? Like the spider that's venomous? Could it lions? Yeah, he has no chance. Hippopotamus is like, that's just a scratch. Hippo unbothered in my lane moisturize. For real though.
However, don't let the fact that it's walking away fool you here. The hippopotamus is not a peaceful animal. They are in fact violent, psychopathic, 4.5-ton thundercats that can and will bite you in half. A hippo's jaw produces 2,000...
I keep forgetting it's the wrong continent. Dang. So if hippos were there, would they be able to though? 2,000 PS... They love to fight. Why can't they be peaceful? Why? I've seen the video where they put like a giant watermelon and just crushes it instantly. They love to fight. Yeah, because why wouldn't we have something that's pretty much indestructible, just want to just throw hands all the time? Yeah, that's normal.
PSI of pure crushing force. So if he catches your ass,
This is what I'm talking
you
about.
are the watermelon. And as if the hydraulic press wasn't bad enough, don't forget they've got 2 20-inch fangs in that mouth that'll put a hole in you big enough to stick your f***ing arm through. But honestly, the bite doesn't even f***ing matter. It weighs 4.5 tons and can run at 30k an hour. Getting...
Yeah, so not only are they massive and strong and built with muscle, but they can outrun you. Cool. And they want to fight you. Nature is so cool. Almost 5 tons it can run at fast speeds. How the fast they say it was?
Can run at
18 miles per hour? I'm pretty sure I can run 18 miles per hour. Huh?
k an hour. Getting hit by a charging hippo is like getting hit by a fucking bus. There is no way we are winning a fight against something that could probably take out 10 people just by rolling over. In summary, don't f with the hungry hippo.
Yeah, see, never been happier to live in North America. I am so happy. I'm so far away from everything in here. Top sprints in the world. Can I run it for 100 meters? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can't outrun that. Sometimes I hit the 10 button on the treadmill and I'm like, this is too fast. I can't do it. That's way too fast.
Komodo dragons are horrible.
Okay, I know they're terrifying, but I think they're cute. Now let's see why I shouldn't think they're cute. Covers the US as well? Oh no.
Villains. I mean, seriously, this industrial-sized lizard is easily one of the biggest assholes in the animal kingdom when it comes to hunting methods, packing a PhD in suffering and a double degree in biological warfare purely because they cannot be expending effort to hunt. You see, Godzilla's little cousin here is the largest lizard in the world, weighing up to 166 kilos and being a full 3.13 meters in length.
Okay, also built like a beef Wellington. You're not living in Australia. Australia lets you live in it for now is what I'm getting from all this. Pretty much, yeah. The worst we have are foxes and Tories. What's a Tory? I mean, okay, we're gonna find out if these guys are aggressive though. I feel there's something in the back of my brain that says they might be venomous. I'm not sure why, but there's something that's just like whoop whoop might be venomous. Oh, political part. Oh, okay.
Which means, for the short kings in my audience, if you're brave enough, bang a motor transport right there. Now, being the reptile equivalent of a Cadillac Escalade means that the Komodo dragon needs to consume a lot of calories to keep that bulk going. However, rather than using that bulk to proactively chase down and body slam its prey, they can take down prey 3 times their size, because as if being a reptilian tank was not enough, they are also venomous.
Called it. So, Komodo dragon versus hippo. Would the hippo still win? I'm assuming so. I'm assuming so, because they're indestructible. But there was kind of a chance.
And this isn't just your run-of-the-mill snake venom that, you know, gives you a nice quick 15-minute death. No. A Komodo hunt starts with it running up to its prey and giving it a nice big chomp on the leg, injecting it with hemorrhagic venom. After biting, the Komodo dragon off and just sits there watching. The confused and bewildered animal runs off into the forest, leaking blood, allowing that Komodo dragon to track it like a DoorDash order. A week goes by, and that bite wound isn't closing because hemorrhagic venom prevents blood clots.
Okay, I was gonna ask what that meant because I didn't know what that meant, and yeah, I'm noticing a trend that I'm like, oh, it can't get that much worse, and then it does get worse. Hippo could kill, but venom would still be a problem. They would just delete each other probably then. Hippos still win. The skin is too thick. I was gonna say unless they have too thick a skin, but yeah, Hippo wins the fight, but if the Komodo dragon does a successful fight, it might turn to a delayed mutual kill. Man, oh.
So, the animal is still slowly bleeding out, and the Komodo is still watching. More time passes. That bite wound gets infected, because Komodos are carrion feeders, meaning that the inside of their mouth is full of enough rotting flesh and bacteria to give Asmongold a run for his money. The infection begins to drain the animal's
They have scarlet rot. Oh my gosh, it's all coming together now.
strength, and the Komodo is still watching. Another week passes. The infection has spread, and the flesh has begun to rot. And you best believe that ass lizard is still there watching like he's waiting for his meal to heat up in the microwave. Once the bleeding, disease-ridden animal becomes too exhausted to move on its own and collapses, the Komodo strolls over and eats it alive.
So at this point, he's been watching this animal for what, 2-3 weeks? So they don't have to eat. They only have to eat every 2-3 weeks, and then they eat rotted meat. Yeah, it's literally just Elden Ring all over again. I'm so glad I watched Elden Ring before this, because, like, it's all making sense now. Yup, that's crazy. They're like, it's gonna be worth it though. I'm just gonna walk around. I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna stare at it menacingly.
Cutting it into chunks if it's larger, or if it's small enough, swallowing it whole as it screams on the way down. Even for me, man, that's adorable little octopus is also the world's deadliest.
Okay, we got another ocean one. Cool. Not that, you know, octopi aren't intelligent as heck as well, but let's go!
Introducing the blue-ringed octopus, a species of cephalopod native to Australia, and in a shock to precisely 0 people at this point, it's venomous. Because of course it's fucking venomous. Why wouldn't it be venomous? That'd make my life way too fucking easy. Now, to its credit, unlike most of the toxic bullshit in this hellscape I call home, they at least have the common decency to be coloured like a fucking neon sign.
Okay, the colors are kind of pretty though. The guy who took the photos probably did. Yeah, I like how they just bare hand carry this octopus. Like, woo! Yeah, if friend shaped, why so deadly? Think about this, Australia used to have a giant version of the Komodo, one that probably could do a person what the current Komodo did to the baby goat, then humans showed up and killed him off. I feel like humans wouldn't be able to take one of those on. I'm gonna keep it $1.50.
However, it immediately loses this credit by being the octopus equivalent of a fucking hobbit, coming in smaller than a 50-cent coin. And this is a problem, because it is the most venomous octopus in the world.
So many people just carrying it like no big deal. Yeah, look at this. This is literally the exact thing that you see. Like, oh, holding an octopus, no gloves, no nothing, and just holding it. Yup. Have yet to meet a dragon that can outpoison a bullet. Okay, well that's fair. I forgot about that. It is friendly. It makes you to its forever friend. Yay! Yippee! We're forever friends.
That's right, this fluoro spaghetti ball is packed to the brim with neurotoxin. More specifically, tetrodotoxin. You know, the same shit that turns cooking a puff fish into a quick time event? Yeah, these little guys are packing it too. However, because it is Australian, the blue-ringed octopus is on violence timing and is the only animal in the world to use this shit as an offensive measure by way of a venomous bite. But what does the venom actually do? Well, imagine you're wading through the rock pools with the homies, and you accidentally disturb this little gentleman's residence. The blue ring, taking the American...
You know, funny that it's called the tetra something toxin, because it's gold and blue. Coincidence? I think not.
...approach to home defense, suctions onto your leg, and bites you. Best part, it's completely painless. So if you're distracted by how thick your mate's looking in those Speedos, you aren't going to feel shit. That is, until your face starts tingling like TV static. It's warm.
Wait a minute. Some pufferfish toxins. Yeah, we just want to hold it. Just want to hold it gently.
I'm out here under the sun, but you weren't sweating like this 5 minutes ago, and now you got a headache. You start to feel sick, weak. You go to call out, but your voice comes out slurred like you just knocked back a bottle of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
And then suddenly, your legs come out from under you, and you hit the beach.
So did they say how long this process takes? I might have missed it. None of us called your wife toxic when she saw this and you can't prove it. It's almost like we came to the same conclusion. Sharp pointy sticks and the human revenge complex are just chasing them to death. Oral stories of natives depicting battles with mythological creature, maybe recounting of clashes with the big lizards. Oh my gosh.
Fun fact about tetrodotoxin. It's a paralytic.
Okay.
Freezes up your muscles one by one, starting with your arms and legs, which is why you're kissing the sand. You know what else is a muscle? Your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your breathing. And yeah, turns those bad boys off too. And so, your chest stops rising and falling, and you suffocate to death right there on the beach. Now, you may be wondering, how come no one called an ambulance?
Here we go. He's gonna tell us. I feel kind of funny. Help me, tiny octopus friend.
That's easy. They didn't have time to. You went up to meet your ancestors in under 20 minutes. God ordered your ass with same-day shipping, and this little fucker delivered. Employee of the month.
20 minutes. That's not a lot of time. And I'm assuming there also isn't an antidote for this? I mean, who doesn't start sweating and tingling with Tetra? Thanks, Alan.
This shrimp can cause...
The mantis shrimp. I know this guy. He punches. I want to say it's a Pokemon, but I don't think so. I know this guy. Platonically, of course. Yeah, of course.
Explosions.
My main goal is to blow up.
Introducing the mantis shrimp, native to the West Indo-Pacific Ocean and possibly the coolest crustacean under the sea, because this fluorescent armored sausage is actually a voracious, bloodthirsty predator rocking enough surveillance equipment to scare the CIA with a weapon powerful enough.
It's his fist. It's his little tiny fist. He punches you. He's the one-punch shrimp. Tell me I couldn't order a pizza and be killed by an octopus before it even gets delivered. Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to have your pizza. 20 minutes is more than enough, right, lads? I'm pretty sure the ambulance wouldn't even be there in time.
To surpass Metal Gear. See, the mantis shrimp is a highly effective predator, and they find and track their prey with easily the most advanced set of eyes on the fucking planet. First off, each of these eye stalks can rotate independently like a periscope, giving them a full 360 degrees of vision. However, more importantly, they can see colours we can't.
Well, that's just cheating. They get 360 vision and they see more colors? Nah, ban them. Yeah, the one-punch shrimp that can see 360 and see more colors. It's basically a smoke break toxin since you have enough time to smoke one cig and then you meet God. Yeah, why do they get specialized? Yeah, he's got aimbot. That's illegal.
See, the mantis shrimp's eyes contain a full 15 photoreceptor cones compared to our 3, which is a fancy way of saying
Coneless eyeballs. Let's go.
they can see in 16K HDR with ray tracing enabled at 500 render distance.
Oh my PC.
Now, not only is the visual clarity unmatched, they can also see into the infrared and ultraviolet light spectrums. And despite all of this, they still can't find who asked.
Okay, that was savage. I'm gonna give you that one. That was savage. I didn't expect that.
What they can, however, find is their next meal. The mantis shrimp subsists on a diet of fish, worms, squidward, and, most importantly, Mr. Krabs. Now, crabs famously exist inside of a defensive shell. So, how does this polite little gentleman break into the shell? Simple. He throws hands. That's right.
I have the same mindset if I set my sight on melon bread. If you try and take my melon bread, I become a mantis shrimp. It's real. It's real, chat. It's real.
Weighing in at only 90 grams and 38 centimeters in length, the mantis shrimp has a punch that produces 15,000 newtons of force.
That's a lot of newtons. That's a lot.
176 newtons per.
I'm not the same height, no. Pow, right in the kisser, messed you up. Brought up those eyes to someone, they said if they were able to see like that, it'd be gazing into the ultra truth and subsequently losing your sanity. Yeah, but it'd be fine, because you could, like, punch really well. It'd be fine.
Per gram. So if a human was capable of that same kind of force, a right hook from someone who weighs 80 kilo would be like getting hit in the face with 6 sticks of dynamite. Now, to produce that force, its claw needs to be moving at 83 kilometers an hour, which is so fast it creates a vacuum in the water called a cavitation bubble, which then immediately collapses at such a speed it creates a miniature explosion that flashbangs the target and reaches a temperature hotter than the surface of the sun. Mr.
I love that for him. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. Yeah, that's don't get between me and melon bread, because this is what happens. This is literally what happens. I create bubbles hotter than the surface of the sun. You could take them. I don't know, dolphins. I don't know if dolphins stand a chance. I don't think so.
Krabs is getting disintegrated.
Money, money, money.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the huntsman, native to the land down under.
No, not another spider. No. No. Are you ready? Let's see those claws. My nails are not as big as the anteater. No. I cannot destroy the femoral artery. Oh god, I think it's another huntsman spider. Let's go.
And the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera. And look, in defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 fucking centimeters in size, making it the
he's not the big boy spider though. Huntsman or Nightmare, they're too big. No, spiders are already scary when they're tiny. Imagine one the size of a fucking no.
largest spider on the planet by leg span, and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the huntsman is f***ing turbocharged. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like...
So he's not venomous? He's just fast and scary looking? Yeah, 12-inch dinner plate spider. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, just, you know, imagine, like, seeing something on the side of your eye move and it's just a spider. Yeah, okay, cool.
Like an SCP, huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
I mean, that's nice of him, but I would prefer if he was outside keeping the bugs from getting in, like a little attack spider. That would be cool. That would be so cool.
Have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company. Ooh. Except for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there, and you've just dropped one into your lap.
I don't think I'm gonna sleep well tonight. It's cold outside. They can stay outside.
Now, whatever you do, don't panic or you're gonna crash the...
I have screamed in the car while Tetra was driving, and the spider was smaller than a dime. So I can't, I would literally... I would poop in my pants. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comments below.